This is an official Automatic Systems Incorporated training video. First and foremost, remember to follow safety protocols. Lock out, tag out, and isolate all power to all connected equipment up and downstream. Always remember proper personal protective equipment. This content does not constitute professional advice, and viewers should consult relevant experts for their specific needs. Today, we will be demonstrating the process of belt tensioning. The tools required are screwdriver, a pry bar, clippers, needle nose, tape measure, and standard wrenches.
Today we're going to talk about pulling a belt off a piece of existing equipment and replacing it with a new piece of belting.
Locate and remove take-up guard by prying with a wrench.
Now these conveyors have a take-up pulley on each side that's connected with a RC chain, so you only need to adjust the tension from one side and it will move both sides the same.
Loosen lock nut with wrench.
What I like to do is I'll mark the pulley where in its existing position. So what I expect to see when I pull the guard off of here, these things should generally not use up more than 30 to 50% of the travel of the pulley. And you can watch your mark to the edge of your pulley. When you're doing this, you want to take your tensioner pulley toward your drive pulley. You want to get these closer, and it will take the tension off the belt that way.
Once your belt is loose, take off conveyor guard in order to access belt.
Our other video in the belt splicing, and you just need to find your belt pin lacer or your lace, pull it out, and then you can just pull it out with a pair of needle nose pliers. You're replacing a belt with the same size belt. At that point, you can just hook your new belt into your old belt, and you can pull it in at the same time that you're pulling this one out. That's not the way we're going to do this one. What we're going to do on this one is pull this belt completely out and then get a new roll of belt that is already cut and spliced to the correct size.
Remove belt from conveyor. Wipe down conveyor and scrape residue off pulleys. Then, lay your new belt on top of the conveyor.
When you put the new belt on, you want it to go over the top of the end pulley, underneath it, and then this is what we call a snub pulley, and it should go over that as well.
Route the belt through the pulleys according to your current conveyor instructions. Loosen your take-up until there is 2 to 3 inches of slack in the belt. Insert a new wire through both alligator clips and crimp ends of wire. Try to center the belt with 1.5 inches on each side before tensioning. Mark the belt with a Sharpie 100 inches apart. Then, when tensioning the belt, you can remeasure to see how much the belt has stretched.
What you want to do generally on a new belt is if you can get a 1/4 to 3/8 stretch out of it for your initial tension, that's about a good place to start.
Start tensioning the belt with wrench. Tighten the lock nut.
If you want to increase the tension on the belt to make the belt tighter, you spread this gap farther apart from center here to center here. If you want to take tension off the belt, like when you're removing the belt to take it off, you want this gap from this shaft to this shaft to get smaller, and that will decrease the tension on the belt.
Reinstall the conveyor guard, tightening bolts in order of direction of travel. Reinstall take-up guard.
If you have the right tools and allow yourself as much space as you can and follow these steps, it should be a relatively easy fix. So that concludes video 2.
Thank you for choosing Automatic Systems. For further inquiries, contact 816-356-0660.